Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Enough Said podcast. We are in season 5, episode 16. We got a lot of great stuff going on tonight. We got the Eagles Steelers review. We're going to check out our mirror board to see if there are any changes, which we said there would be after last week. We got some predictions. How you feeling now? Some decisions that teams regret. And then, of course, our yearly Secret Santa. We got some good stuff going on. Dre, let's bring it on. Yo, what up, everybody?
What's going on, everybody?
Yo. What up?
Man. All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. And, happy holidays and all that fun stuff. Hey, it's Friday night. And, so we normally don't come on Friday night, but we had to this week because Mike has to go play running back for the 49ers.
Oh, look at the Steeler.
Oh, there he goes.
Now
Now
remember
he's got
last
his Steelers
week.
shirt on. Look at
He's with the black and gold.
Man. Get rid of that thing. Come
Oh
on.
my God! Look at that.
Gotta
hat.
get to the spirit. They got the lights and everything flashing up.
It's
Yeah.
Really
awesome.
because your team is
Come on.
out, man. You just can't go and
I
jump
tell
ship
you,
like
man.
that, Mike. You can't do
Yeah.
it. It's a violation, bro. It's a violation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And even
wow.
especially after the Eagles torched them too, man. Come on now.
Yeah, right. So what the wifey had to say about that? What happened? What'd she say?
What? Nothing. She's
No,
cool
she ain't
with
saying
it.
nothing.
Yeah, nothing. We
Just
lost.
temporary.
Yeah, I know.
We lost to
nothing.
the Eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh man. Well, guys,
can you believe it though? The season's right around the corner over. Like I thought it was week 1 last week. I can't
Wow.
believe it.
Yeah.
Time
It's
flies.
been a wild season too.
And a wild one at that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
there's some of the
Mhm.
games how they finished. The teams that were supposed to be good aren't good. Teams that aren't supposed to be good turn out to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This other night. That play in the Chargers game with the free kick, and it's like that ain't ever happened in 30 years. I didn't even know that was a rule. That's crazy.
It is a rule. Yep, you're right.
And Harbaugh do it, right?
Yeah.
Hats off to him that he read the book. It's like, I can kick the ball here.
Yeah.
There's 3 points we can get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of plays, yesterday was the anniversary of that miracle in the Meadowlands when don't putt to Sean Jackson, and you saw
And clearly Tom McLaughlin said, "Do not kick it to him."
Yep.
And
Right.
he was
Right.
hot. I said, he went over to that kicker. I thought for sure he's like, you know what? Don't even get on the bus. Just go home. Go home now. I told you that, man. I'd have been living myself, man. That's
But
crazy.
how about Michael Vick though coming back that game? He
31-10.
31-10.
This guy's a new head coach, so shout out to Michael Vick. Congratulations.
Yeah. He's coming along. Yeah, he came.
I'm
up a
excited,
long road,
man.
you know what I
I'm
mean?
excited for him. HBCU. One of I'm alma mater, Virginia State. Norfolk State is right down the street,
Mhm.
so I know that school a lot. I have people I knew, and I'm glad that he's getting opportunity to coach that school.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just get into it. We got the Eagles Pittsburgh review, so let's talk about that. Since Mike's got the cap on, we got a complete from the Eagles. Finally, they came out in the first quarter. They played. Jalen said, "I'm going to throw the ball this week. Why not?" And it worked, Mike.
Yeah. No, it did work. I was a little surprised by that. Now, really, I think the biggest surprise to me was they did run the ball, but it wasn't Saquon doing the load. It was Gainwell, who seems to have like his day. I don't know where that came from. That was like the biggest surprise to me. And I'm not sure if Saquon was hurt. I know he stepped away and they said it was like an equipment adjustment or something like that. But I thought the game, was going to kind of go a little bit the way it did. I like the Steelers. That's my team right now. But look, Russell Wilson is definitely an improvement. But if they don't have George Pickens, but they didn't have, the offensive weapons kind of become a little limited. And I think you saw some of that. They still don't really have a dominant run game that you expect from Steelers football. That's usually their bread and butter has always been, good defense, running the ball, and having a solid passing attack. And they still haven't really got the run going, and so they still got to work on that. But our Eagles did come out fast, not as fast as as you would like them, but they were still better than what they've been, last 11, 12 weeks or so of coming out slow.
Yeah, I had them winning. I mean, I had them losing this one to Pittsburgh because I said the two toughest teams left on the schedule was Ravens and Pittsburgh. And then I said Ravens, they're going to beat the Ravens, but they're going to lose to Pittsburgh. Well, they proved me wrong. Came out throwing first. They got the ball to A.J. Brown. He's happy. Also, Devontae Smith. So it was good to see that. I think the question is early. Saquon Barkley took that bad shot, that goal line, and fell right on his hip or his tailbone, like right on that area. So I think right there, I guess Nick Sirianni and the team was like, well, let's just save him for later and just put Gainwell out there. But for the offense, I like Jalen did not hesitate. What I saw that he just went right and did it. He just threw it, and those pass plays to me, I think should show Kellen Moore that we can throw first, So I was happy with the win, but again, I thought Pittsburgh was going to beat us.
Jermaine, you know what the number 11 is?
Number 11, A.J. Brown.
That. But that's the amount of times that Saquon Barkley has been stopped on the 1 yard line. 10 times there's been a tush push to go in for a touchdown.
Wow. So imagine if Saquon got those 10 touchdowns. Are we giving him the definite lead in the MVP race?
I think so. I think
I agree.
Yeah, I definitely would have finished first in fantasy. Take points off the board every time he did tush push.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jermaine. I see that every time I cringe, man.
I know. That's all I do. I hold my breath, Sal. I'm right with you, man. It's like because there was that one tush push, Jalen's back got bent the other way. I was like, oh, my God. I said, y'all keep playing around, and it's not going to be pretty. You know what I mean? And here we go towards the end of the season and whatnot. So I don't know why they just don't give it to the big back. And we talked about this since the beginning of the season, which is crazy. Now you got big back that's lifting over 700 pounds. That's deadlifting over 700 pounds. Just give it to him. Give it to him on the 1 yard line. That's it. I mean, save your quarterback. I mean, Jesus.
Play action, something like
bootleg or something. You got it. Yeah, you're right. You're right, but it's I'm with you, Sal. I'm holding my breath every time. You know what I mean? I'm holding my breath. So
well,
the defense played pretty good. And then I thought the Steelers defense that I thought was going to give Jalen some problems didn't really pressure him as much as I thought they would. I mean, there was that one play where TJ Watt got around, and I thought that was going to be a strip sack for sure. I don't know how Jalen held on to the ball, but he did. That was a hell of a play. But aside from that, there wasn't really a whole lot of pressure on Jalen. So, I think that helped, with the passing game. It finally gave him a chance to kind of see guys get open and stuff, and not have to kind of worry about the rush. So that I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, Lane Johnson played well against Watt. Man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I mean, it starts with that old line up front. You gotta give. I mean, everybody's talking about Saquon and all that stuff, but at least Saquon has the respect to saying it's the old line. It's the old line that's making those holes and everything. It's just crazy. And then Saquon does the rest. Bottom line, bottom line. So, you're right. That defense. I mean, I look at it this way. We keep talking about George Pickens. Oh, George Pickens was out. You know what? If George Pickens was in there, it still would have been the same exact thing. You know what I mean? The same exact outcome of what's happening. You know what I mean? Or what happened last week. George Pickens are no George Pickens. I just, Pittsburgh. Like I said, I respect Mike Tomlin. I respect him and stuff. So it's just, I knew that feeling. I just, is there something about that offense that just seemed like it just wasn't right? That's all.
Yeah, there was no flow. Like they weren't in any type of rhythm.
Yeah,
they couldn't establish a strong running game at all. Eagles won in the trenches. They really tore.
Yeah, you're right. Jalen Carter,
yeah.
boy, man. That's a freaking beast. You know what I mean? And it starts with him. Just imagine if you'd have Fletcher Cox. You know what I mean? Yeah. Those two tandems and all that stuff. But Jordan Davis, is quietly having a good season. He's having a good season. Quietly. So
yeah.
Do you guys think Huff's going to make an impact coming back?
No.
It doesn't seem like it.
No. You
money
talk,
on him.
Now that you want to always kick Howie's ass and whatnot, Sal. There's one that you just blew money on for what? You know what I mean? Nolan Smith is stepping up. Sweat is stepping up, and then you got that interior lineman and all that stuff, and then you got this you didn't really need Huff. Yeah, you got rid of Reddick. Yeah, you didn't need Huff.
However, Huff in Buffalo wasn't an every down player. He was more of a specialist. So maybe since everyone has stepped up, you might be able to utilize him as more of a specialist, like a third down pass rusher. Yeah, when he comes in. So it might be some use for him, but not for the money you're paying him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You'll probably certainly let him go. After the season. To turn him loose.
Yeah, and it's good to see that the Eagles' defense is at the strongest at this time of the year.
What's
the most
healthy,
important.
And they're healthy too.
Going in towards the end of the season, playoffs. Yeah. I mean, this is really good. I even like our corners and our safety. Yeah. They're doing great. So to me, the remaining games, we should be fine.
Yeah.
So, Washington game. Yeah, Washington's going to play us hard. That's what they're supposed to do. But I'm confident we can win that game. So
yeah, we'll talk about that. And actually, you had a good segue there a moment ago, guys, talking about Huff coming in and how he's signed, not signed. That leads into our next segment. How you feeling now? But before we do that, really quickly, shout out to Hef Streams Media, man.
Hef, what up, Hef?
Talking about your boy Michael Vick. You got to get him on your show, man. So we're talking about him. Let's talk about how you feeling now. So teams and Mike, this was a great idea that you had. So decisions teams regret. For example, Dallas not picking up Henry, Giants like Saquon Barkley. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, well, I got a couple I can throw out there. You guys, we'll start right off the bat with Andre's favorite dude, Kirk Cousins, man. How we feeling now, Falcons fans? We went from Kirk Cousins, and that offense and all those weapons to dude is benched. All that money they paid
all that money,
$80 million guaranteed too.
All that money
and bench.
He was getting a hot dog when he got the call. He was going to Costco and getting.
I know, right? Yeah.
So he went from Washington to Minnesota, right?
Right.
And now to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now to getting a hot dog, he will be next.
I guess it's Kirk Cousins. The man threw 8-9 interceptions in the last 8 games, right? And zero touchdowns.
Yeah. That's unbelievable.
That's pretty bad. Real bad.
All of us on this podcast could do better than that. I guarantee you that. We running for our lives, but I guarantee you I guarantee you we ain't throwing 9 interceptions. I don't care, how scared you are. Jesus. But you're throwing it right to the guy.
Yeah, and you look at his ball and there's no zip, Jermaine. There's nothing on it. It's
man.
It's just
I'm so wondering if that Achilles heel is still not right because no zip. You can't plant your foot.
Back foot.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, I don't know. That's why I said when he was ready in the beginning of the season, because when did he hurt that? Towards the end of the last season, wasn't it?
I think
they brought him back middle-ish. Yeah, middle.
So it wasn't even a whole year when he started game 1. So that's the way I see it.
That's the physical. But that whole team has been kind of what happened. And they're not out of it yet, but they look like they're out of it. And we'll get to that. But just all those weapons and everything. But yeah, that Kirk Cousins signing, they seemed like they were one piece away, and everyone's like, Kirk Cousins is that missing piece because they got all these weapons. Bijan Robertson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, all these weapons. They get a competent quarterback, they should run the division. And what happened?
Hey, before we even go any further, guys, much respect to Mike. All right. We clowned him last week. You know what we clowned him on. We clowned him on that one team when he kept on it. You should have that in the background, Mike. Tampa Bay.
Well, that's not my team. I just say watch out for them.
Much respect, Mike. Much respect.
Yeah, what you say? Like, what do you think now? Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Underestimate them is all I was saying.
Much respect, man, because I didn't see this coming at all.
I didn't see it coming.
Me? I mean, you're talking about Baker Mayfield, really?
Yeah. Well, really, the name is Leon Cohen because he's the offensive coordinator that's really got that team doing some. He's been pretty creative. I think he's going to be a name to watch for head coaching, especially that team goes deep in the playoffs. He's going to have a lot to do with it. His name's going to be mentioned for head coaching, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, another regret thing. How are we feeling about Tom Brady's announcing? Highest paid announcer.
I keep using that word, stole money. So why would you pay somebody all that money? He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Because it's his name. That's why.
Exactly right. It's his name.
Yep.
I mean, when he was doing the Eagles and Pittsburgh game, I was like, sorry, man. I'm just
turn the volume down.
Sorry.
Turn the volume down.
He's not there. He ain't.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was just. Yeah, that was agonizing. I wonder if anybody else is talking about it.
Oh, of course they are.
Oh, they are. They just can't be so critical.
I know.
Tom Brady. So it's like I don't want, I don't want to say the wrong thing about him, but I know behind the scenes they got to be like, that guy's not that good.
I tell him go to the same class as Greg Olson, so you can broadcasting class, whatever you gotta do. Because Greg got a little better. Yeah. But I'm just not feeling Tom Brady. I don't know what it is. Like I get what he's saying. Like he does like Romo, he can call out the plays because he knows he can see it and all that stuff. But there's no chemistry, I think, with the other guy.
It ain't, it ain't what it used to be, man. With John Madden and Pat Summerall.
Oh yeah,
you used to look forward to that. Oh, you know what I mean? Especially the rivalry between San Fran and Dallas. We wasn't fan, but man, I mean, Madden would just get up for it, and then Summerall would just throw his little 2 cents in. But it was on point. It was on point. It made you look. It made you feel. They made you feel that you was in the game. Like
that's true.
You're right there.
But true.
None of these guys. I don't see none of these guys
like Chris Collins.
Just don't have the umph. They don't have the umph, man. Tirico. I don't know. And
Tirico's okay.
Yeah, he can get excited. And I think Buck and Aitman, Buck gets some people's nerve because his feelings about stuff, but he does a good job. He gets
I like Troy.
He
says all right. I like Troy. I like Romo.
Collinsworth.
Chris Collinsworth.
He's biased.
He's snarky, man. Sometimes he talks some serious trash. Like if he's bored, he'll start talking some serious smack about people. Like, all right, Chris is feeling himself. He's been drinking something.
He's almost like a chameleon.
All right, how are we feeling about Davante Adams, man? Mr. Cried his way out of Vegas, was on the Netflix show looking sad and depressed about playing for a bad team, gets traded to the Jets, and it's like from the fire praying into the fire, right?
Nothing has changed for him. I don't care. Last week he had 100-something yards and touchdowns. Had a little snippet of the old Davante Adams with Aaron Rodgers. I honestly, he's dwindling down. He's in a bad team.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just nothing I don't regret nothing for that.
But I'm sure he's got the regrets. I mean,
he's got
all
the
that.
regrets.
I mean, all that. Just how he's feeling now. It's like, wow. I mean, he. Whenever what's name said, people on his team are making business decisions, and Antonio Pierce, saying that, and he was really talking about Adams.
Yeah.
You know, he leaves, and you know, you think you're going for what the grass is greener. It's sure enough.
No.
But speaking of which, what do we think about Caleb Williams? That's Sal's guy. You know, here it is when he got drafted. You know, it's famously said, "Hey, he told the punter that he won't have to punt much this season." You know, how are we feeling now about Caleb Williams?
You know what? I mean, before we go into Caleb, I got the upset of the week.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Chicago over Detroit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's my upset. I'm just saying, that's just
You
my
drinking
upset.
eggnog?
All right.
I say I am. But
Here you go
I-
clowning. All right,
I
here
saw
you
that.
go clowning me. Here you go clowning like y'all clown Mike last week with Tampa Bay. That's okay. All right.
Caleb Williams is your typical guy who does well in college and looks like he's not going to perform in the NFL. That's what I see.
He's a rookie and on a bad team. I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I
but-
mean? But he thought he was going to bring magic, and you just need to settle back, settle down. You know what I mean? And just reset.
I guess fans and even teams are looking for those type of, you know, Patrick Mahomes kind of players. Come right out and just do it. Jalen Daniel, you know, he's playing pretty well. And like I said earlier, he should be number one pick in the draft, not Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is also on a bad team. I mean, is he following the same footprints as? Oh, what I'm trying to say is he on a bad team and he stinks, or it's just a bad team because you saw what happened with what's the name that's playing over in Pittsburgh? Justin Fields. You know,
He should have studied instead of painting his nails. That's what.
I was waiting for somebody to bring that up.
I knew. Yeah, that's what I was
waiting.
paint his nails and glitter up his cell phone.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why.
But that brings a good point. Like, is he another? What's the quarterback from Carolina who can't get it together? Is he
Bryce
another
Young.
one of them?
Bryce Young.
Is he another Bryce Young? Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
It's taking Bryce Young, but he's starting to play better. You know what I mean?
A little bit.
I think that benching helped, but he's starting. It seems like he's starting to coming around and starting to figure it out. And that's why I said Caleb, with all that mouth talking about, you know, there's not going to be a lot of punts and all that stuff. I mean, NFL players hear that. They're like, oh, okay, all right, this is how you feel. All right, all right, especially defensive players, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he got a rude awakening, and you know, unfortunately, I have him on my list also as to how you feeling now, and that's the Bears in general. You know, because that was a team that everyone said, "Oh, Caleb Williams coming into a great situation." You know, they're coming in with a veteran receiver. They had all these draft picks. They had all this cap money to bring in free agents. You know, they supposedly had one of the best offensive lines for a rookie quarterback to play behind. And they fired a coach midseason. They fired an offensive coordinator. They provoked the other offensive coordinator to be the coach, and it's just been nothing but turmoil. And, you know, so you see what he's going through, and you know, unfortunate for him, you know, he might be ruined just because of what the franchise is like, almost like what you've seen with the Jets and what you've seen with some of these other bad teams.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have no running game. I mean, nothing. You know, they had the highest. They was the top team as far as being under the salary cap. I mean, you bringing that veteran. What veteran was you talking about? Keenan Allen? Are you serious?
Yeah.
This man is like 3 years. He's 3 years removed. He should have retired 3 years ago.
Yeah, he's 120 years old.
Yeah, basically.
And there was flashes of DeAndre Swift, but the flashes were just start dissipating.
It was arcs.
Yeah.
Oh man. I think we got time for one more, Mike.
Yeah. Well, I'll say, how are you feeling about the Bengals in particular? You know, they tried to have, you know, they have held up on extending Chase, and now you see the kind of year that Chase is having, even on a team that's losing because their defense sucks, but their offense, Joe's lighting up, Chase is lighting it up, T is lighting it up.
Yeah.
How you feeling about next year, man? When you got to sign these guys, they're gonna ask for the moon.
Yeah.
Same agent they got, the wide receivers, man.
Who, Scott Boras?
Yep.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I don't. I mean,
That
they start.
conversation-
I'm being exaggerated, but they started like 0-4. So it's like
They do that every year, though.
I just was saying, like the Bengals' identity right now is like, whoa, man, y'all look pretty decent. Oh, wait, you're 0-3 now. You know, you're 0-2, starting off 0-2, whatever. You're the bottom of your division. I don't know, Mike. To me, get rid of defensive coordinator, fire him.
Bring Marvin Lewis back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, it's a shame. I mean, it's one of those years. You know, people talk about, oh, you're wasting, you know, your talents like best years, and this is clearly one of those years where you're like, man, if they had a defense, they probably would be the best team in the league or close to the best because they score like it's nothing. But they can't stop anybody.
They can't stop anybody.
They do.
I mean, you just can't figure them out. The last 3 or 4 years, you just can't figure that team out. You know?
Yeah.
It was the offensive line that was an issue. Then they kind of shored that up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then now the defense, I mean, it's just, I mean, what they got Chase Brown. I was going to say they lost Mixon, but they got Chase Brown. So I don't know. Somebody tell me something. I have no idea. You just can't pinpoint. What's going on with them. You know, I don't know.
And I got one more real quick, and this one kind of relates to you guys, but New York Giants, how are they feeling now, man? You talk about every time you gotta look at the screen. I know the general manager, every time he watches football and sees Saquon out there, he has to be like, turn off the TV. I want to see it.
I'm telling you, this is what I'm going to say right now. I'm laying the platform out. You know what's going to happen? Saquon Barkley is going to get the record against who? Last game of the season, the Giants. That's when
that's bittersweet right there.
Yeah, that owner is going to say, yeah, you know, so and so is in the hospital. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
He gonna walk right to the guy's office and be like, you know what? Get out.
Yeah, right.
Tell the general manager, get out. You tell the coach, get out.
I have to say, this is in my mind, this is the first time for me, a team to be actually like they have nothing. They literally have nothing.
Nothing.
And
nothing at all. I mean, yeah, they got the wide receiver. What's the name?
Neighbors,
but nothing, man.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is Saquon better not get hurt on that turf the last game of the year when it doesn't matter.
You know that. Threw it out there. He threw it out there. He chased them already.
Because that game.
The Giants come to Philly.
Are they in Philly?
Yeah, they come to Philly.
Yeah, we're
okay.
Dallas and New York. Yeah, Dallas and New York. Yeah.
I was like, don't even go there. But
I mean, way to finish, man. The way the schedule played in their favor to where they don't even have to travel anymore. The last 4 or 5 games, they really didn't have to travel far. You know what I mean? Because it started with that Baltimore, then that was it. You know what I mean? So that plays a lot as far as being rested. You don't have to travel. You know what I mean? And the last 2 games are at home. Also, against the worst run defenses. How about that? Including the Commanders, you know? So
No, it's funny a difference a year makes. So, you talk about like the schedule and stuff. And last year, the Eagles had a murderer's row, went from KC to Buffalo to San Fran, to Seattle to Dallas. It was like five playoff teams in a row. And this year, you don't finish that way. Ironically, San Fran kind of got a murderer's row this year of, Buffalo, KC and Green Bay and all in Detroit and a bunch of playoff teams.
Right.
So that's just how funny how the schedule shakes out like that.
You're right. Yeah.
Well, Eagles played some of that. I mean, they've started out the season with Green Bay overseas, and I got to admit, they got it together. I mean, it's not easy starting the season overseas. I mean, come on.
Yeah. You're right.
Well, still, though.
Overseas.
It was
I think they was the home team on top of that.
Right.
They was the home team.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Wow, Eagles. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to some predictions here really quickly, and then we'll get to our Secret Santa. So we got Tampa Bay at Dallas. Let's talk about that one really quickly there. Start with Jermaine. Tampa at Dallas.
Oh man, I mean, I'm jumping on board with Mike. Jesus, I mean,
all right.
I'm jumping on where the winners at. Tampa Bay, Dallas. Come on, man. Micah Parsons starting to chirp, talking about he hates Philly and he can't wait to play. Dude, just go go somewhere, man. Go back on your pocket. Just stay there, man. You know what I mean? So now all of a sudden he hates Philly, and they're all on Instagram and all that stuff, and they're chirping and all that stuff. You're just mad because of where you at. That's all. So yeah, Tampa Bay. I think they're going to mop the floor with them.
Trey, who you like?
I like Tampa too, man. I don't see nothing in Dallas. I have to add on with Jermaine. I'm sorry, but Michael Parsons, you're a crybaby. You're a sore loser, crybaby. You got caught on last week, crying, moving all over the place.
Yeah.
Lucky you didn't walk out like what's the name did in San Fran. So you didn't walk. You did walk out.
He did walk out with like 7 seconds left.
7 seconds left.
Yeah.
But look, man, I think CeeDee Lamb, man, he's going to need help. I mean, that's all they got to build around him. Cooper Rush has flashes, but he's a backup, And our running back is nice, though. I got to say that the Dallas Cowboys running back is nice. What's his name?
But he's not a 3 down. He's not a 3 down back. Just imagine if you had Henry. Yeah, if you had Henry and then you had that change of pace and bring him in there, that Rico Dalwoody or something like that. Oh my God,
and Turbo Turbin is what I call him. Yeah. So, but they're so disarray, man. And Tampa showed me. They showed me they can play. So I'm taking Tampa.
Yeah,
Mike, do I even need to ask?
Yeah, I got Tampa. But I think I got Tampa mainly because they commit to the run, and Dallas haven't grown in size. So they're still gonna have a hard time stopping the run still.
Freaking Bucky Irving. Jesus, man, the name just like you tell me that Bucky. Name your son Bucky.
Hey, don't press on him. He's on my fantasy team right now. Just gonna shout out to Mike, man. Good luck this week. I have one guy already go, didn't do too well. So Mike and I are playing this week for it all. So we'll see what happens. But it's gonna be a close one. But yeah, I didn't get off to a good start last night. Denver threw me under the bus. I have Tampa in this one too, believe it or not. I like Dre, I agree. I don't see anything in Dallas. I just don't see a fire. They have no identity. CeeDee Lamb had a great game
last week,
but can he keep doing this? I mean, I don't know. We'll see if
Cooper Rush can get it to him. Yeah,
they don't have the defense now. They got. Don't forget that Trayvon Diggs is out now. So that's even going to be harder for them.
They quit.
They quit. He
went to the club. Overshown. Yeah,
he went to the club.
Oh yeah, that Overshown. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he busted all. He tore all the ACLs, TC.
He did it all.
Yeah, he may not be back into the middle of next season. So.
Yeah,
that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Interesting one here, guys, for the division: Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
It's gonna be another tight one. Because there was no touchdowns out there. There was no touchdowns scored in the last game that they had. So it's gonna be bumping, grinding. You know what I mean? And who's gonna win? Who's gonna win in the trenches? Basically, who's gonna win in the trenches? That's all. Yeah. Wow. I'm taking Baltimore. Squeeze it out. Where's it at? Baltimore or Pittsburgh?
I think this one's in Baltimore.
It is Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
Oh, at Baltimore. Yeah. I'm taking Baltimore and squeeze it out.
All right, Trey.
Ravens need this win. They need this win.
Yep.
It's all out or nothing for them.
Yeah.
So they got to click on all cylinders. I wasn't really too impressed with the performance from Pittsburgh against the Eagles, but maybe that's because the Eagles were just better than them. But I'm going to take Pittsburgh, though. I just don't think, Lamar is the guy.
All right.
Yep.
Mike?
I'm taking the Steelers. Yeah, I think that I think it's going to be a topsy-turvy upside kind of game. Probably could come down to a kick, which, right now Boswell is still kicking better than Tucker. So I'm going to go with the Steelers. He's a rough man. I'm going with Steelers. I think Lamar, until I see Lamar figure the Steelers out, because he really hasn't beaten them. That's been one of the teams he struggled against. So until he figures it out, I'm going to take the Steelers.
Well, I'm going to say if Pittsburgh had Pickens, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick Baltimore in this one. I do think Baltimore is going to bring it out. I think Pittsburgh's going to have a rough time containing them. They couldn't really contain Hurts and those wide receivers. I don't see them really containing Baltimore. So I do see Baltimore pulling this one.
Is Watt playing? Because I know he got hurt.
Watt,
he looked like he was.
Wait, what is it? He's playing, yeah.
Oh, what was wrong with him?
His ankle.
Oh, his ankle.
You know,
Okay.
him and Mahomes saw the same doctor because miraculously they can play the next week.
That doctor got something.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Houston
big long needle.
Houston at Carson Wentz. I mean KC.
Carson, baby. Bring on the Bronco. Let the Bronco buck. Huh?
Mahomes is full go. But I understand Mahomes is full go. Carson Wentz on the bench.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like I said, big long needle. And heal the ankle right up.
Yeah. I'm. You know what? I'm taking Houston. Houston has enough. They had enough already. They got a lineman that's talking. He's like, hey, Patrick Mahomes better be 100%. You know what I mean? Because we laying everything out on the field. And crazy as it is, Houston's defense is up there. What, top 5, top 6, 7? Yeah. So you can't forget about that. So I'm taking Houston. I'm gonna take Houston.
All right, Trey, you jumping off the cliff with them?
Houston by 6.
Yo, all right.
Okay.
Kansas City's gonna lose this one.
Yeah.
Mike, refs gonna knock out KC?
Yep. Yeah, I got KC because they finding ways to win some way, somehow. And then the way they can't figure it out, then the rest figure it out for them. So they're going to keep winning. I got KC.
I agree with you guys. I got Houston in this one. I think Houston's going to have a big game. And they better because Mike knows
for your fantasy. Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, man. All right, moving along here. We'll try to get the Secret Santa. Minnesota at Seattle, guys. This is a good, interesting one here.
It is. It is. I totally agree. But I think Minnesota's just going to pull it out. I think defense, you know what I mean? The offense, Justin Jefferson, Sam the damn Darnold, whatever his name is. But, yeah, I mean, is Geno even playing? So he is. Okay.
Yeah.
Big
long needle for him too.
Yeah. So I don't see Seattle having enough firepower. I think Minnesota's going to take this one.
All right, Dre.
I'm gonna go. I agree with you, but I want Minnesota to lose so Philadelphia can keep going up there in the seeds. Seattle has to pull it out. I think Seattle's got to get that run game going again. That'll help out Geno Smith. I don't think Geno's gonna be as mobile. He got the needle, Mike, but that was a nasty injury for him, man. He couldn't barely walk.
His back,
But I'm taking Minnesota just in the mere fact for Philly. That's the only reason why I'm taking them. I do like take Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
Sorry, take Seattle, but I do like Minnesota.
Well, look, you taking Minnesota. I'm taking Detroit. Chicago to upset Detroit. That means if Philly wins Sunday, guess what?
Number one seed.
Number seed, yeah.
Yeah. Mike, you seeing Ghost?
No, man. The Vikings should destroy them. I think Brian Flores is going to have this, a serious game plan for Geno, and Geno being limited is not going to help. I think that Minnesota should beat them. I think they're going to do their best. I think they have a sneaky chance of trying to get the number 1 seed.
They do.
It's been a sneaky team all year, man. I mean, I can't believe it for real. We all thought they were going to be last in the division.
I sure did.
All of us when we did our predictions. I look back at it. I mean, the Vikings showed us nothing. They were supposed to have a rookie quarterback. Yep. And then when they had Sam damn Darnold, we were like, "What, Sam? What is he going to do?"
Another body snatcher.
Yeah. Trying to think who he snatched, but yeah. But Brian Flores' defense has been a big part of that success too. They've done a pretty good job of containing teams, and I think they're going to tee off on Geno. They don't protect Geno well to start with, and I think they're going to expose it.
It's crazy these last 3 weeks because me and Dre was talking about this. I mean, it may come down to Minnesota and Detroit, the last game of that season. To see who's going to get the number 1 seed. I mean, if Philadelphia trips up, and whatnot. And I mean, yeah, it might come down to that.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
3 weeks, man, it's exciting, man. Get your popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got Minnesota in this one too. I just think their defense is going to be too much for Seattle's offense, and
Yeah.
I think Seattle will be okay, but I think Minnesota is just going to be too much for them. All right, your last one: Philly at Washington. Jermaine.
Philly and Washington, divisional game. I think Daniels is, he's going to step up this time. Quinyon Mitchell shut down McLaurin, so I know McLaurin's got a bad taste in his mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those guys are going to come back. I'm still suspect about that run game. I don't think Washington has a great run game and stuff, but I think that the coach is probably, it's going to have them up running and pumping and stuff. So yeah, but at the same breath, I mean, Philly's just all on. They're just moving on all cylinders, man. I just, what do you do? I mean, what do you look at? What do you do? I mean, the defense can ride it. The defense can ride us. You know what I mean? Or now you see what was going on. Offense, Jalen Hurts passing, Saquon Barkley running. I mean, where's the weakness at? That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I'm picking Philly.
All right,
I'm going to take Philly too. Daniels was messed up last time he played us. He couldn't figure it out, or he sat on there with his coat on.
Right.
And he didn't want to take the coat off and go back in there.
More than 10 yards.
Right, more than 10 yards. I think Philly's just going to pretty much put them in their place as a wild card team is what they are. So I'm taking Philly.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I feel like after that game, Philly got better. I think Watson didn't get worse, but I don't know. I keep feeling uncomfortable about them for some reason, but then they go and prove me wrong. But they have beat up on teams that aren't good, but haven't really beat up on teams that are good. So I think the Eagles are still going to take them. It may not be a blowout, but I think the Eagles still take it.
All right, KD is not going to be happy with me.
Whoa!
Maybe me and Jermaine not gonna be happy with you.
Whoa, Sal! Whoa, man!
I give the Eagles credit. They finally played a complete game, but I think this week is going to be a clunker for them. I think it's an upset. I just think they're going to come out this week and have a rough time for some reason. I just get that feeling. I don't know. They just I just think Washington's going to want to make a statement in this one. I'm picking Washington, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going for the upset. So, yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Man,
well,
boy.
I was saying
that's basically saying you're not getting one seed.
They've won 10 in a row. Do you know how hard it is to win 11 in a row?
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Like, you have to I had this conversation.
About? Patriots did it.
Yeah, that's true. And
think about it, man.
And when Pittsburgh won theirs, they were the 6th seed, so they had to win all out.
Yeah,
and they did. They won like 8 games straight. I mean, I'm talking about regular season and then going to the playoffs. But I thought that's on the back of my mind too. And I was saying that earlier before we got on live. I was like, man, we got to win a lot of games. But on our conversation we have on our chat, KD was like, well, that's expected. That's doable. You can win all out. And that's so we'll see, Sal.
Yeah, I just think they've won 10 in a row. It's so hard. I think this is a clunker for them. I think they come out and they struggle in this one. I'm not saying that that's going to be every week. I just think they have an off week this week. I think they bounce back next, obviously.
Well, do they sit their players down last week and take the loss and get ready for the playoffs?
If they have a bye week, then that's 2 weeks they have off. That's
exactly.
Wow. So, but let's get there first. Let's see what happens this Sunday first. But yeah, no, that's another consideration for sure. Yeah.
All right.
Point. All right, Mike. How do we want to do this?
Let's go.
Anna, let's do it.
Okay. I guess. Well, first, hold on. I gotta disappear for 1 quick second. I gotta get in the spirit real quick. Hold on.
All right.
Hit the what?
What is it? No, what's he doing?
He said I gotta get into the spirit.
Oh, the spirit.
Oh no, what's he got now?
Oh Lord, I think I know what's about to happen. Either he's gonna be an elf or Santa.
Santa.
Or Mojo's gonna be with him and he's gonna do something. I don't know. Let's see what he's got here. Or he's got Pimp with him.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah. Christmas.
Doc McStuffins in the house.
Doc McStuffins.
Doc
I love
McStuffins.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
That is
As
funny.
our listeners know about Doc McStuffins.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Oh,
drinking
that's-
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Ho
funny.
ho ho, everybody. Well,
Doc McStuffins in the house.
let's go with Sal. Let's go with you. Who was your Secret Santa?
All right. So my Secret Santa was Jermaine.
Shaking
Jermaine's like,
his
"Damn
head. Shaking his
let
head.
me share my screen here.
Yep,
Let
yep.
me,
Oh,
I'm just gonna share. I guess I have to share. I have to share a tab at a time for some reason. I can't share my whole window unless I go in and share everything. So let me just share the tab first, which
Okay.
is probably a good thing because then I can do one at a time. Let's start
Okay.
with this one.
All right.
Can you see it?
Oh, give me a second.
Okay.
Make it full.
Oh no, wait, Comcast.
So
Oh,
you can never get. So the first thing is we
Wow.
got to get him some Xfinity support. So you know,
Wow.
so I figured we got him his own personal tech support here for Xfinity, so we can actually do that. And
That's funny.
That
good
is
stuff.
funny.
So all he's got to do, Jermaine, all you got to just ask him anything, and they'll be right with you whenever you need them, man.
Wow.
So
Wow. Wow.
all right, let me get this. Let me get this
Wow.
next tab ready here.
Wow.
I got I think 5 in total, real quick. But they'll go.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go with this one here. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
You know, I know he likes to hang out with Pimp a lot. And if you're gonna hang out with Pimp, you got to wear an outfit. So this is the outfit I'm gonna get him. You know what I mean? So there's hang out with
my
Pimp
God.
down there in Atlanta. You got to dress the look, you know. And there's a lot in here that I can get you, man. So
Oh
this is
my
a free
God.
gift certificate. You can pick out the look that you want.
Oh man, stop with the shit. Oh,
The penny loafers.
Yeah,
wow.
man. You
Oh
got the
my
hat
God.
going on, you know, man. You got this going on. So, you know. So yeah, man, you can pick
Wow,
the outfit
my
that you would
God.
like the most, man. And this way, when you go out with Pimp, you go out in style. You know what I mean?
You know
So
what? Next time, yeah, when we got, I got something for y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna get dressed up.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow,
all right,
that's
this
crazy.
next one is one of Jermaine's favorites. It's one of my favorites. If you're going to get run over by the man, you at least got to get jersey. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Either that or
Autograph.
Autograph,
Oh,
red
wow.
colors.
mundane sign.
Jersey.
Oh,
You know
Well-
what I mean? So
Yeah.
Actually, though,
Classic.
when Jermaine got ran over, he didn't even see the jersey. He went out. He blacked out. He said he couldn't breathe.
It's still implanted. His number is still implanted in my chest.
all right.
Easy.
This next one is, you know, Jermaine's always late, so I had to get him something that would at least like he could look at the time and all that. So we got him a Flava Flav like necklace with a clock on it. You know what I mean?
Oh my
So-
goodness. Oh my God. Wow. Wow.
That's
Wow.
funny.
Wow.
So this is the official hip hop rapper clock necklace. You know what I'm saying? So from Amazon Direct.
It's only $15, man. Come on. give me
Yeah,
something
I
better.
know, man. All right, and we got
That
one
gold will rub
more.
off.
This is the last one, of course. You know, this is my favorite. So, you know, I don't know what goes on when you're on vacation with Dre, but I understand there's been shirts
Oh no.
or whatever.
Oh my
Oh,
So
God.
I got you some white tees. So if you're going to take your shirt off with Dre on vacation,
Oh
at least
my
you got some
God.
shirts to go on with it. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You know what would have been crazy, Dre?
What's up?
If like he hooked up with Michelle or something like that, Michelle and Shonda, and they found a picture because I think one of them took a picture of us
Oh God. It's not
in the
hoping not
car.
to find
Wouldn't
that.
that be- that would have
Yeah.
that would have been dumb,
No.
man.
No.
I'd have walked off, dropped the mic the whole night. I said, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
So
Oh, that
Merry
was
Christmas,
great.
Jermaine. You know, those are your gifts. So
Oh, that
Your
was
favorite
funny.
flavor
That was
is
good.
inexpensive, man. You can get that for $14, man.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. The Cam Newton uniforms or the outfits. Yeah. That's
Oh my
wild.
God.
Yeah, that's
That was
wild.
crazy.
That is wild. Wow.
All right.
Nice
That
one,
That was
Sal.
good.
That was
All
good,
right, that
Sal.
was nice.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
Nice. Wow.
All right. I guess I'll go next. I had Dre.
Uh-oh.
So I'll go ahead and share some tabs real quick. So I got a
Okay.
couple what I'll call stocking stuffers, that ask you one thoughtful gift. But so first up, Dre, I know you were concerned about your drones and all that kind of stuff. I know you already mentioned it. So I talked to my army buddy, and
Uh-huh.
we're just gonna get you a Stinger javelin missile.
Nice.
Fire. You can sit there and take out
There you go.
drones that are heading
Nice.
outside your house.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
I can see Dre
I
doing
asked for that.
now.
I
On top of the
did
roof.
put that on my Christmas list. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
That
so yeah,
is
I got you not a missile. And so look, guys, Dre's in the sim racing and everything like that. We drove
Uh-oh.
to Atlanta, and I got to meet a lot of the buddies that he raced with, and all they did was basically tell me about how great sim racing is on PC, and that I need to up my game. And told me, like, I play this game called Forza Motorsport. This is the game that Dre played growing up. It got him into sim racing. I still play it. I love it. Dre's moved on. He has such disdain for it. But
Yep.
I always heard that when someone tells you how much they hate something, it really means they like it. So Dre, I got you. Hold on, I had the wrong
Uh-oh.
button there.
What you got? What'd you get me? Oh boy.
Oh, this one, of course. Your own copy of Forza Motorsport.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
there you go.
Ah.
Nice.
Digital edition.
Oh, it's the digital. Oh my goodness. So that's for Windows.
Ah,
There it is.
there it is.
Oh my god.
That's
$70.
70. Yeah, we have a price.
So-
here?
So-
That's a good one, Mike.
So here's
That's
my
a good one.
legit gift. So Dre,
Uh-oh,
I know
legit gift.
you're looking to get your Corvette. I know you're the shopping and everything.
Yes.
So of course, if you're gonna have a Corvette, you gotta represent. So I've heard you've been diagnosed with a new illness, and it is called OCD, which stands for
Wow.
Uh-oh. Oh.
you see,
Wow.
Diagnosed with
Wow.
OCD.
Ah,
That's a
John
good one.
OCD obsessive Corvette.
That actually
disorder.
is really cool.
Yeah.
Man.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
that is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
So-
great.
Oh my God.
man.
Wow.
Listen,
Wow.
listen. I want to go next because this will tie in to
Well-
what this is.
Well, wait up.
Okay.
Doc, we stuffing Santa's got one more gift for you.
Uh-oh.
This is he dug deep into the stockings and found this one other gift. So look, I know you've been fighting viruses and feeling ill. The family's been sick.
Oh.
I think you've been doing everything, to protect yourself for hand sanitizer and Lysol and the whole 9 yards. But I figured you probably have to step your game up, and this form of protection would certainly stop you from getting any kind of more viruses. So, my gift is a full body condom.
Ah.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh my
Man.
god.
Oh, wow.
You will be protected from any and everything.
Oh my goodness.
That is
That's
the all time
hilarious.
right there, Mike. Damn.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing.
Wow. Be safe.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Mike, you didn't even get him
You
sprayed. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. I forgot about the brand. Yeah,
that's
I'll
right,
send them a
yeah.
bottle. Yeah, I'm
Wow.
sending that
Oh
along.
my god,
a
that was
good one,
funny.
Mike.
That was
a good
great,
one.
though.
That was
a
great.
good one. Wow.
No.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that
Yeah,
was
man.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah, Happy New Year.
All right, Dre, I guess you go
So
next.
I'm gonna go next, and my Secret Santa is Mike.
Oh,
And
man,
what a
go,
way!
boy.
It's interesting, Mike, that the way you brought the gifts up, man. I'm really gonna make you feel nice and warm and fuzzy.
Mhm.
So first we'll start off with
Oh, you got a presentation. Oh,
Oh,
Merry
Wow.
Christmas to Mike. And before I start the next slide, his
Yeah.
season has been pretty sad.
oh.
So I got gifts here that I want to cheer you up on, that I think it can help you out and
This is impressive.
go back to your, back to your 49ers.
Oh.
So we're going to start off with the San Francisco 49ers emergency kit.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
And with this emergency kit, you get a pair of gloves so Debo can learn how to catch.
Wow.
You also get a scraper to help scrape out those knees of, McCaffrey.
Right?
And you got these screwdrivers because, Shannon has been screwed over for his coaching,
Wow.
and jumper cables to try to bring them back to life. So,
Man.
oh yeah, the pliers, man. Yeah, just pull the rest of all the defensive players out, man. Seriously.
Yeah,
and you got tape too to help out.
You got the red. Yeah,
You got the red.
tape.
You got the red tape.
Oh my
But
God.
also
Wow.
to add on to that, you got a first aid kit, McCaffrey first aid kit. So for emergencies, man, to help him out,
We've seen that
Oh
come.
my God.
Yeah,
Mike.
we'll have to
So
train.
that, huh?
No, I
What'd you
have
say?
to get this to our strength and get conditioning coach. Maybe learn how to use it.
They learn how to use it.
These guys help me.
So then, I was like, wow, he brought out the wreath and he's like, just got nothing else to say, that my team is dead, and the way he felt all sick. I think I'm gonna get him a pooped in San Francisco shirt.
Wow.
Oh no.
He pooped in San Fran, he pooped all over him, and then to help him out with that, he gets a toilet paper that says when 49ers play like crap. So,
Wow. It's the wrong color.
That whole roll, yeah,
should be
I
brown.
probably used the whole roll this season.
The wrong color should be brown.
so $10,
Already
man.
pre-sorted.
And look,
Rose
I
colored is
put
brown.
17. I put 17 in the cart for you. So
Ooh,
for
man,
17
one for your
weeks.
game, right?
for
17
weeks.
Dang.
Well, they won a few games, Dre. I mean, you can't put all 17.
Not the way Mike was talking about. Oh, they're lousy. They can't do nothing. They can't win, even though they won. So
$10?
you got
$10
17
apiece?
rolls, man.
Man, that's expensive. I just one sheet at a time.
So,
Oh, wow.
Merry Christmas to
Thanks,
you,
Trey.
man.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you.
Wow.
Good, man. Good stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Hey. All right. So
Now,
let's save the
go ahead.
let's save the best for last.
Uh-oh.
It's not that kind of part. Look, your boy's been busy with sports, children going back and forth, this, that, and the other, but I haven't, my secret Santa is Sal. Obviously, he's the last person right there, So I'm at work just thinking. I said, what can I get this cat? You know what I mean? Y'all gave multiple presents, and that's great. You know what I mean? That's great. But you know what? This one particular present, I think it's just going to sum it up for it all.
Oh no.
As Sal, gets his intros, or we're texting back and forth, he'll sit back there and just, basically he'll just eat it all up and whatnot. Like, y'all just give me contact. Y'all just give me contact. I'm like, oh Jesus, Sal, what is it now? What is it now? So the best present that I came up with, and I think we need to go. I think we need to use this going forward. Okay, we need to use this going forward. All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's right here.
Go ahead and click on it. All right.
Shut your ass up, Sal. Shut up. Shut up.
He's got a muzzle.
Oh my God.
Shut up.
He got
Shut
a
up.
muzzle for Christmas.
Wow.
And you pick your color, man. I you know what you can get. I give you all four of these. Look like you got a brown, you got a black. If
Man.
there's anything else that you may need, I'll shoot it over to you.
Well,
But I think I like that brown one.
Wow.
what's interesting here,
Yeah,
Jermaine,
muzzle.
Jermaine, what's interesting is there's
That's like a
different
dog muzzle,
styles
too.
here. That
Yeah,
keep-
right. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
totally.
whatever makes you feel comfortable, we can fit you. We can fit you, Sal. You know what I mean? We can fit that.
Oh, that's great.
It is
Got him a
true,
muzzle.
man. Like I have no content unless that Mike told me that he tripped over the curb with the beard. That was the last thing that I got.
I know, yeah. I was
Yeah.
waiting for you to do the
All right.
intros today too, and you didn't do them. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
God,
Yep.
You gotta
Yeah.
be careful what you
Well,
say around
Yes,
town.
and you
man.
got to, man. You have to. It's like, oh my God, I just put that out
More
there on the
material
text.
for
talking
Sal.
to your buddies, right?
Yeah.
I never expected
Payback's a
this,
bitch,
man.
Jermaine. Don't worry.
Oh, The bitch.
I got plenty of intros coming
I
up.
know, yeah.
I don't know if you keep that muzzle on. Keep that muzzle on. You ain't saying nothing.
I'm gonna plead the 5th and the 6th and the 7th right now, but eventually I'm gonna get to the,
Oh, that's great. Oh my
Yeah,
god, all the
yeah.
gifts
That
were
was
hilarious.
great,
You know, yeah.
good stuff.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god, that condom, Mike. Oh my god.
Yeah, Mike, that
condom,
pretty
man,
much
that's
did it over the
that's
top.
the
That was
ultimate right there, man.
that was a shocker as Big Pinky Pink Big whatever his name
Oh
is.
my
Oh,
god. Yeah.
man, that's
Yeah.
all right.
Be safe.
Yeah,
Be
be
safe.
safe, man. Why
Be
not?
safe.
I see what my New Year's resolution is.
I saw that. That actually came from a movie. I think it was
Yeah.
one of them scary movies that the
Yeah.
Wayans brothers did. Where
Yeah, they
it
did.
was a
Yeah.
scene where they're like, oh, we need to practice safe sex, and then they both had these full body counts on it. The greatest getting sick all the time is made me think of it.
No, you know what it's from? I think I remember it from the Naked Gun. When what's
Yes,
his
yeah,
name?
yeah,
The
yeah. That's
wife,
what it was. It was Naked Gun.
they
Yeah,
sat and
yeah,
they was
yeah.
covered in the
Yeah,
That
yes,
was
yeah, that's
hysterical.
exactly, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
You're right.
And
Yeah,
That's
Lucy Marie
hilarious.
Presley, right? Not Lisa, with her mom. What's her name? I forget her name. Something.
yeah. What's the other guy? What's the other? He died, didn't
Leslie Nielsen died.
Leslie
Yeah,
Nielsen.
Leslie
died.
Nielsen.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
Priscilla
It was
Presley, I
funny,
couldn't think
man.
of
Them
her
he? Yeah, he
movies
was
were
hilarious,
What?
man.
Yeah, Leslie. Yeah, airplane.
See,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was.
can't say
I
something like
like
that no more.
stupid. I like stupid humor, man.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
every morning if I get up, every morning and whatnot, the Three Stooges are on. I'm
Oh,
definitely
I love
watching.
them.
it, man. Oh my
Love them.
god, it's
Dre,
hilarious.
stop talking. Stop talking.
Oh.
Yeah,
There it goes.
yeah. And the funny part was Leslie Nielsen used to be a serious actor too. Like he
Oh,
didn't
really?
make
Yeah.
comedy
I
and
can't
stuff.
see it because you just
Yeah,
he has that look that you just want to bust out laughing. You know what I mean?
yeah, he was a
Even
serious.
when he is serious, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, shout out
Oh,
to the
man.
Enough Said crew. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Yo, Friday night. This has been great. And if you like our show, always make sure you subscribe to our channel. It is, of course, we got YouTube, all the major channels. All email goes to Jermaine at enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com. He might put a muzzle on you, though, so be careful. YouTube is really put up there. Enough said. If you subscribe, you'll get an alert to when we're going on the air. I believe Dre just did a great job fixing Instagram, so now we're all on there and all settled now. We're also on all the major networks as far as the podcasting stream channels. So feel free to check us out on those. Hey
Yes,
guys, Merry Christmas, man.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yeah.
And let's get ready for some good games to end out to bring out the playoffs. So I'm excited.
There's a game tomorrow, right? There's a Saturday game.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Three.
Yeah.
Three.
All right, all weekend.
games.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Oh, it'll be
weekend.
cold.
Three
Stay inside,
games.
watch football.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
That's awesome stuff. But
Yeah,
All right, everybody.
hey, we appreciate everybody who watches our show. Thank
Yes.
you very much. And we will be back to our normal time, 11:30 next Sunday. Catch you guys then.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
sir.
See